And please welcome now your Utica Chieftains.
Foul, repeat first down.
And welcome into Swinehart Field for our game between the Utica Chieftains and Farmington Hills High School. Alongside my broadcast partner, Chris Wright, I'm Stephen McDonald. And Chris, a big game this evening for the Utica Chieftains.
That's right. It is a possible win and you're in moment for the Chieftains. They got a lot of things that need to happen this week, but it is Thursday evening. It is a game of the week. We get 2 games of the week this week, so we're going to have a lot of fun on a Thursday evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Weather, of course, could have been better here on a Thursday evening, but crowd slowly making their way in to Swinehart Field. Chieftains come in as you see the rain still kind of trickling in just above us. Chieftains come in with a 3-5 record. Farmington comes in 2-6.
As you said, the rain might be affecting some of the people coming in. I think it may have affected Farmington coming in. It seemed like they were a little late to the field, but they got here in time. They got dressed, and we're ready to kick off.
Couple men deep for the Chieftains, including Mati Gwilly.
Looks like 88's your kicker.
Run up in the kick from Jeremiah Cobb.
It's an onside kick, trying to have the Chieftains catch the Chieftains napping there.
That'll bring out the Chieftain offense and senior quarterback Tyler Perozic. Perozic, one of the many seniors honored before today's game. First and 10 for the Chieftains. They'll scrimmage from the 48-yard line of Farmington. Handoff goes to Cleaver. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but not much else.
We're going to be calling a lot of seniors' names today. That was, like you said, Jeff Cleaver, Tyler Perozic under center in the shotgun there.
Take another look at that run. Again, just not a lot of running room on that first down play for Cleaver. Call it a loss of 1 on the run, so it's second down and 11. Still on the plus side of midfield if you're the Chieftains. Bring a man in motion, that's Gwilly. They'll hand it off to him. Newman Gwilly ripped down in the backfield for a big loss on second down. He'll go all the way back on the other side of midfield to the 47-yard line of the Chieftains.
Falcons able to blow this play up in the backfield. Putting Gwilly in motion, was unable to get anywhere on that play. Big loss.
They'll say loss of 4 on the run makes it 3rd and 15. Chieftains have to get down to the 38-yard line of the Falcons for a new set of downs. They'll roll Perozic to his left, throw back to the right for Cleaver, and they might have lost another yard on that throwback screen to Jeffrey Cleaver. They'll say he got back to that line of scrimmage at the 47-yard line, but that brings up a 4th down and 15. The Chieftains will punt it away.
Great job by the Falcons. Number 40, Darius Alexander, the senior linebacker for the Falcons, just able to get to the ball quickly and force a punt here.
Perozic will line up to punt. Kick is away. It's a good one. It'll land right about the 19-yard line, take a big Chieftain roll inside the 10 to the 5, and it'll come to a stop at the 5-yard line. Big punt from Perozic. One thing to note this evening, Perozic should get much of the punting duties as the typical punter Logan Simonik in street clothes tonight.
As you see the student section here at Swinehart Field. Last week it was the Eisenhower student section. This week it is the Utica student section with a little Christmas spirit here at Swinehart.
We'll see the Falcons offense for the first time this evening. 9:48 to go in the first quarter. Snap bobbled, controlled, and he'll be brought down for a loss. Julian Johnson bobbled the snap, and he'll lose a couple on that first down play.
Miscues caused by the rain there. Little slippery ball. He's going to lose 2 yards on that one.
That was Jokai in on the stop off the edge. Loss of 2 on that play. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line.
Farmington comes in with only 2 wins on the year. Trying to get that 3rd win against the Chieftains tonight.
These two teams met in the final week of last year's season as well. Chieftains took that one on the road. They'll throw from the end zone. Pass is caught at the 12-yard line. He turns it upfield, has one man to beat as he hits the sideline and thrown out by Mati Gwilly. A big play on second down and 12. Gets them out of the shadow of their own end zone as you take another look at it.
Just makes one man miss. He's able to get into the open field. That's James Marshall down to the 42-yard line.
And we've talked about senior day here for the Chieftains, but a senior wideout in James Marshall making the big play from his own 4-yard line. First down and 10 from the 42. Johnson in the shotgun, motion man across, snap comes high up on him again. Has all day in the pocket to throw. He'll step up, try to take off and run, but Mati Gwilly right there at the line of scrimmage drives him all the way back. They'll say forward progress, just a loss of 1.
The Falcon offensive line could not hold the Chieftains for all day. Again, a missed snap almost over his head.
And of course, in situations like that, have to credit the secondary as well for keeping their guys in front of them downfield. Finally, Mati Gwilly able to clean things up. Loss of 1 makes it 2nd and 11. Inside of 8 to go in the first quarter. No score between the Chieftains and the Falcons. Pitch comes to the left side. And he'll get right around that first down line to gain. See where they spot him. Looks like about a yard short on a gain of 10.
Just a really simple pitch there. Trying to run the left side. Is able to get about 10 yards. Brings up 3rd down and short.
That was Cameron Petaway on the run. Ball's at the 49 of Utica. They need the 48.
Falcons, a team that definitely likes to control the clock, low score. If a low score game, they can win this.
Johnson hands off left side. Tiptoes out of bounds. Got the first down. Does Cameron Petaway.
Mark him down at the 41-yard line. Just running up the left side, is able to get the corner just out of reach of Christian there. Another first down.
Puts the ball to the Chieftains' 41-yard line. Clock stops with 6:50 to go in the quarter. Johnson, the junior quarterback, will go under center again. Bringing the man in motion, they'll hand it off to him this time. Jokai wraps him up and brings him down. Jaden Van, the ball carrier. Jokai came streaking off the edge.
Just great play recognition from the Chieftains there. Able to blow that man in motion up in the backfield. A big loss of 6 yards.
Loss of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 16. Ball spotted back at the 47-yard line. This time Johnson will work from the shotgun. Brings the man in motion. That's Van again. Pressure right in his face. Gets the pass off to Petaway. He's off and running right around that first down line. Looks like he might have gotten there.
And they're going to give it to him. Great pressure, just trying to blow up the screen, but Johnson's able to get the ball out quickly and get the first down from Petaway.
Great shot of Numini Gwilly there in the secondary for the Chieftains. You can see that rain still coming down.
We had a little bit of refuge there right before the game started, but the rain has really picked up.
Handoff goes to Petaway. He slipped and fell. Looks like he fell forward for a couple there.
Just fall forward and you'll be able to get a couple yards, and that's what Petaway did. It looked like he slipped right at the line of scrimmage, trying to make a cut. But Monty Gwilly there is able to get the tackle.
Yeah, gonna see guys slipping and sliding all over the turf, I would expect, here tonight. Inside of 5 to go in the first quarter.
We've seen a particularly wet season here at Swinehart Field. I know a number of our games on Shelby TV have been some pretty good rain.
Johnson gonna swing it out to the far side, has Petaway on the completion. He'll fall forward, looks like just right at that marker.
It's gonna be about a yard short on that one, down to the 22. Just a pass out of the backfield. Petaway was uncovered coming out and is able to get about 6 yards on that one.
Brings up 3rd down and very short. Johnson under center. He'll turn handoff to Petaway, charges forward. He'll get the first down and maybe a yard or two more.
Cameron Petaway finding his way up
Yeah, and you mentioned some of the weather that we've had to deal with this season. Chieftains had their Week 1 matchup against Rochester. Broadcast was canceled that evening due to the expected storms in the area.
Yeah, that was a rough storm there. But we see umbrellas popping up all over the stands here. People able to get a little bit of protection here.
Johnson will go in the shotgun. Has the running back set behind him. That was Petaway. He'll roll out left, going to throw it to the end zone. Has a man, it's caught! Did he get his foot down? They say he did. And looks like he'll be marked out at the 1.
Well, just throw it up to your receiver and see what happens. And that is exactly what Johnson did, rolling out to his left, trying to go for the end zone. Just one-on-one there, and Madison is able to make that catch. 1st and goal at the 1 now.
Falcons will come to the line as we hit 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Looking for the first score of our ball game. He'll turn, handoff, Petaway just walks right into the end zone for the touchdown. Farmington Falcons take a 6-0 lead.
Really no simpler play in football rather than the run up the middle. Petaway is able to get the first score. It's 6-0. Now that's smart right there. Look at our camera view of the Farmington fans, and they're going to go for 2 here.
They'll send 2 receivers to the bottom. Johnson in the shotgun with Petaway to his right. He'll look to his left, has a couple of guys there. An easy 2-point conversion as he hooks up with Daniel Vukai.
Johnson finds number 2, Daniel Vukai.
Just a simple pitch and catch there for the 2-point conversion. Vukai was completely open on that one.
That'll bring the score. Farmington Falcons 8, Utica Chieftains 0. They'll get the ball back in just a moment. Falcons on the opening kickoff actually started by going onside. We'll see what they dial up here on this kick.
Just a methodical drive for the Falcons on that one. Started at their own 5-yard line.
Yeah, started at their 5, and on that first play actually went back a couple of yards because of the bobbled snap from Johnson, but then the big completion on 2nd down by James Marshall. 2:53 to go in the opening quarter. And again, they'll try to go onside. Chieftains able to dive out on it. So a couple kicks from Jeremiah Cobb, couple onside looks from the Falcons.
Well, when the ball is wet, the field is wet, anything can happen on an onside kick there. They're going to say this drive is going to start at the 44-yard line. Another great field position for the Chieftains.
Their first possession started around the 48-yard line of Farmington territory. This time they'll scrimmage from the 44. Perozic in the shotgun, brings a man in motion. Looked like that was Lancey that time. They'll hand off Cleaver. He hits the hole. He has one man to beat. It's a foot race to the end zone. Touchdown, Chieftains!
Well, that is how you answer a huge touchdown run from the senior, Jeff Cleaver. Big hole, bigger score.
One play, 56 yards. Cleaver to the end zone.
Sometimes all you need is speed, and he's able to beat the secondary there.
Perozic will hold on the extra point. Kick is up and down the middle. One play for the score. Chieftains bring it to a 1-point game, 8-7, with 2:37 to go in the first quarter.
Well, after a long, methodical drive by the Falcons, all it takes is one. All it takes is one for the Chieftains to come within 1 point. 12 seconds. That's how long it took him to run that 56 yards.
Chieftains will set to kick it away in a moment, and it'll be interesting, Chris. Their defense was out there for quite some time on that last drive by the Falcons, and because of that one play, they'll head right back out on the field. Vincenzo Maltese will kick it away. Couple deep men for the Falcons, including Owen Madison. Madison had that big catch down at the other end at the 1-yard line, as Maltese will just squib this right down center field. On a hop for Mikey Woods. He gets to the 40 and gets toppled over there by Isaiah McGarry.
Again, just put it on the ground. Anything can happen, but that also includes a 20-yard return from Mikey Woods there. That was off the hands of Antoine Bailey trying to field it, but it was picked up and brought down to the 41-yard line. That's where the Falcons will start.
So kind of an interesting chess match to start the game, trading field position for a possible opportunity to recover a kick. Bring the man in motion, snap again, over the head of Johnson. He's in some trouble, and he's going to get wrapped up and sacked. In on the stop was Kyle Jacob.
These missed snaps here are turning intended pass plays into rush plays for Johnson. He gets brought back to the 38-yard line.
It's a loss of 3, makes it 2nd and 13. Come to the line, 1:45 and counting in this opening quarter. Johnson will go under center this time. Turn, pitch it, Petaway slips a tackle. He'll look to throw, has a man wide open downfield. No one will stop him. Touchdown, Falcons.
Trick play right there. It looked like the Chieftains were almost able to make the stop in the backfield, but he is able to score this on a huge pass play. There you see Isaiah McGarry almost making the tackle.
Looks like again, Farmington will elect to go for 2. They lead it 14-7 for the moment. Johnson will go back in the shotgun. Looks like he has Petaway behind him. Split out to the bottom of the screen is Owen Madison. He'll swing it out wide. Big hit put on, and he's dropped at the 7-yard line. Looked like Zach Conley with the tackle. 2-point conversion is no good, but the Falcons will take a 7-point lead.
Great defense that time. They did not want to get burned again. Now the Chieftains are going to have to worry now. I mean, we've had 2 short, almost, I don't know if they're intending to be onside kicks. But we have Jeremiah Cobb kicking off, who in our program is listed as a tight end and a linebacker.
Well, it's actually interesting kick, Chris, as the run up in the kick. Looks like they'll go onside again. It was interesting, a few weeks ago here, Chieftains were taking on Roseville. Roseville actually had their running back doing a lot of the kicking in that game.
No, but the whistles went before the kick. Like, they moved it.
So the kick didn't go 10 yards, but it sounded like there was a whistle before the run up and the kick. So they'll tee it up, do it again with Jeremiah Cobb. This time does pop it in the air in the direction of Lancey. It was recovered by Farmington. Not sure, was he in bounds?
Referee marks that it was recovered by the Falcons there, but we got a flag on the play.
And we did have a flag on the play, but
So this is interesting. Looks like they'll talk it over. For the purposes of possession, looks like they called him in bounds, but the flag most likely for kickoff out of bounds.
Disregard the flag.
They are waving the flag off, and the Falcons will recover an onside kick. That one didn't even look like it was intended to be an onside kick.
As you take another look at it, Lancey just has to be kicking himself as he let that one fall in. Player being attended to on the far side for Farmington. Looked like that was James Marshall who slid in and caught that kick. They're still checking on him over there. 1st and 10 from the Utica 34. Handoff goes to Petaway. He'll push forward for about 4.
Just a run up the middle for Petaway. Seems to be the recipe for the Falcons. Just chug away at these yards, inch by inch.
Final minute of play in this first quarter. 14-7 our score. Farmington in front and in possession of it. They'll come to the line at the 30-yard line. Need the 24-yard line for a first down. Johnson, pass over the middle, caught. They'll stack him up right at the 25. And looks like he went down right at that line to gain.
Just a pass over the middle. Mikey Woods there with the catch. And they're giving him a first down just after the 25-yard line.
They will spot it at the 24. Final 10 seconds running down. Looks like Farmington will elect not to snap the football again. And we'll exit the first quarter of play with our score reading 14-7. Falcons have not trailed yet in this ball game. Led it 8-0, then 8-7, and now 14-7.
Petaway able to get 28 yards on that on the ground in the first quarter. They're going to flip the field here.
The rain continuing to fall here at Swinehart Field. For my broadcast partner, Chris Wright, I'm Stephen MacDonald. And Chris, we talked about it in the open. Game 1 of 2 this week on Shelby TV. We'll have Eisenhower taking on Clarkston tomorrow night. Start of the second quarter, Johnson originally in the shotgun. He'll sprint up under center, turns hands off Petaway. He'll bounce it to the left, has a couple Chieftains waiting to take him down, and they will do so after a gain of 1.
Chieftains able to get to Petaway after without a little bit of damage, just the 1 yard on the carry. But with the kicker situation for the Falcons, I think you can expect that they're going to use all 4 downs to try to get to the end zone. We've seen them not even try an extra point after scoring 2 touchdowns so far today.
2nd down and 9. Johnson in the shotgun. He'll look far side of the field, has it complete, slips a tackle. He's got the 1st down, dragging a couple Chieftains with him and finally brought down. That was Mikey Woods on the receiving end.
Just able to find the spot in the defense where there is nobody around. Mikey Woods is able to break 1 tackle and avoid a 2nd, get all the way down to the 11-yard line for a 1st down.
Woods able to slip the tackle of Caston Rissman that time. Ball at the 11-yard line. Just about a minute 15 into this 2nd quarter. Hands off Petaway. He's met and smothered in the backfield.
Number 12, great tackle.
Looks like Mati Gwilly in on the stop.
Willie's able to find Petaway in the backfield, just wrap him up and take him down. A loss of about 1 on that one. Another tackle for loss from Monty Willie.
And we remember back to last Friday night when the Chieftains were taking on Eisenhower, that one series where Isaiah McGarry was just living in the Eisenhower backfield. We'll see how they elect to deploy him this week. Looks like he's lined up top of your screen as Johnson looks the other way, pass batted, incomplete. Correction, that was McGarry coming off the bottom of the formation that time. He was in there batting that ball down.
Johnson tried for a quick pass on the right side, but is able to be batted down right to the line of scrimmage. That's what the Chieftains need to do here. Just get pressure on Johnson, make him force some throws that he doesn't want to make.
And how about that, Isaiah McGarry right on cue that time. Brings up 3rd down and 11. They'll need the, looks like the 2-yard line for a 1st down. Don't necessarily have to put this ball in the end zone. Johnson will roll right, looking, has 3 receivers that way. He'll throw, it's intercepted. Who else but Isaiah McGarry?
Right on cue, right as you say his name, he is able to make a huge play. Interception, we're going the other way. Starting the drive at the 21-yard line.
Take one more look at it. Johnson had his man, but reading it well. Just a little thrown behind him as Isaiah McGarry, the beneficiary. It'll be 1st down for the Chieftains from the 21. They'll go handoff Cleaver. Looks like he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Cleaver unable to find any room on that one.
Yeah, credit Farmington for the job they've done up front on Cleaver. Just the one big run.
Tyler Brozic lining up at wide receiver on this play.
That'll put Cleaver in the shotgun, still checking the sideline for the play. He'll take the direct snap, try the left side. Whoa, there he goes to the 50. Jeffrey Cleaver, touchdown, Chieftains.
Well, when it's working, why go away from it? Jeff Cleaver just finding the right spot, the right time, running up the left side, finds the hole, and he's gone for a 79-yard touchdown.
2 huge runs from number 3 in the first half, has touchdowns of 56 and now 79 yards. And the Chieftains, just like that, are an extra point away from Maltese from tying this game up. Kick is up. and it's good. Chieftains, thanks to a 79-yard scamper from Jeffrey Cleaver, bring it all even at 14.
What a flip of momentum for the Chieftains. Just 90 seconds ago, the Falcons were driving down the field. They had first down and 10 at about the 12-yard line, and an interception and a huge 79-yard touchdown run from Jeffrey Cleaver. This game is tied up.
The interception from the senior Isaiah McGarry, the touchdown run from another senior in Jeffrey Cleaver. Maltese will tee it up for the Chieftains.
See if there's any shenanigans here on this kick.
He'll just run up and boot this ball. And it lands just into the end zone for a touchback. That barely got over the goal line that time.
That was Owen Madison called for a touchback right as that kick happened. And as you said, it was just barely over the end zone line.
Score all tied at 14. Farmington will come out at the 20. They'll shift a couple men in motion. Handoff will go to Petaway. He's stacked up, and he'll lose a couple on first down. Looks like Kyle Jacob, the first man in.
Again, great pressure in the backfield from this Chieftain defensive line. And a big tackle made by Kyle Jacob, another senior, playing their final game here at Swinehart Field.
They'll say it's a loss of 3 back to the 17-yard line. 8 minutes to go in this first half. Falcons have not trailed in this first half so far. They'll turn, pitch it to Petaway. He's got the edge. He's up the far sideline, staying in bounds. And then he'll finally make his way out. Right around the 40-yard line looked like before he went out. But it'll come all the way back.
They're going to say he stepped out of the 28-yard line.
Still a pretty good gain that time from Cameron Petaway.
So far, the rain hasn't been much of a factor. We've seen some high snaps, but other than that, no drop balls or no fumbles.
They'll turn, hand it off again. Pushes his way forward. He'll get the first down. And we even saw that trick play off the pitch by Farmington that led to the big touchdown play.
A lot of big plays here today between the Falcons and the Chieftains. We've seen 2 big runs from Jeffrey Cleaver for the Chieftains. We saw, like you said, that trick play that led to a huge touchdown run.
Also had that kick on the far side that was recovered. Looked like that was by James Marshall on the far side of the field. So pretty entertaining first half of play. There's 6:37 to go in that first half, and we'll have a flag down before the snap.
False start, white. Repeat, first down.
Back him up 5 yards. That puts it at the 26. Clock will continue to run. Chieftains also got the opening kickoff for today's game. Both teams playing with all three of their timeouts. Johnson will look to throw this ball hanging up in the air, and it's almost intercepted. Newman Gwilly almost got underneath it, but it falls incomplete. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 15.
Another dangerous pass there from Johnson. As you say, Gwilly almost came up with the interception. It's a wet ball, though.
Looked like he wanted Jaden Van on the receiving end of that. Willie with a bit of a smile there, probably just hoping that they try to throw his way again.
Timeout. White.
Timeout called by the Falcons. That's their first of the half. Chieftains still with all three of their timeouts remaining. 6:06 to go in this first half. And while we have a moment, we'd like to remind you that the broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and Shelby TV. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and Shelby TV.
About halfway through the second quarter. Tie game.
Out of the timeout, it's 2nd down and 15. Ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Waiting for the officials okay to play as Johnson looks to go under center again. Handoff goes to the right for Petaway. He's got a couple blockers in front of him. He'll hit the 40, still on his feet at the 50, and finally pulled down in Chieftain territory, but not until he gets down to the 45-yard line.
Petaway able just to find the holes where he's able to get a lot of yards. Great blocking from the Falcons is able to get Petaway down to the Chieftain 41-yard line.
And so far in this first half, it's really been a battle of the two senior running backs tonight. Petaway for Farmington, and of course, Jeff Cleaver for the Chieftains. 1st down and 10 from the 41-yard line. They'll motion a man across. That's Vukai. Roll him out to the left. He'll tuck it and run. Johnson gets all the way down towards that 1st down line. Looks like they'll give it to him at the 30.
Julian Johnson looking to throw this ball. Great defense from the Chieftain secondary. Forces him to roll out and run that one himself, but he's able to get 11 yards on the carry.
Thank you, Dr. George Poley, for all of his assistance.
Offensive coordinator Luke Brindle giving his quarterback some options that time. 1st down and 10 from the 30, 5 minutes to go in the half. Again, Falcons have not trailed in this football game. He'll turn, handoff Petaway, gets to the 25-yard line.
Again, Cameron Petaway up the middle, down to the 24-yard line.
Number 14 for the Chieftains.
If you are the Chieftains, you think about using your timeouts here. The Falcons really love to kill the clock, really have a methodical drive, but they're going to get the ball. The Falcons are going to get the ball in the second half. You Chieftains definitely want a chance to score this in this quarter.
2nd down and 4. Handoff goes to Petaway. Cuts it back up the middle to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Cameron Petaway, 24 yards.
Just go where they are. Great blocking from the offensive line of the Falcons. Petaway able to break one tackle, and that's all he needed to get to the end zone.
Looks like they'll stick to the script and try to go for 2 here. And with 4:08 to go in the half, Chieftains should get the football back unless Farmington elects to try and go short with it again. To the line they go. Looks like Petaway takes the direct snap, and he'll charge in for two. Took it up the left side, fell forward, and got into the end zone. 22-14 our score.
Petaway able just to walk into the end zone. He was touched there about the half-yard line. But other than that, very easy play. Well, that's one way to protect yourself from the rain. Again, it is a little Christmas spirit day for the Utica students.
Looks like the cheer team down below us participated as well. See a lot of Christmas pajamas and even a tree costume as well.
We're not even to Halloween yet, Stephen.
Looks like a new kicker, as it's Jeremiah Axe, listed as the backup quarterback for the Falcons. We had seen Jeremiah Cobb do the kicking duties so far. Kick is away, landed about the 29-yard line. They'll get it down to the 39 with Jeff Cleaver.
Pretty good field position for the Chieftains again at their own 39-yard line.
Plenty of time still in the half, 4:03 to go, and the Chieftains with all three of their timeouts.
Well, why go away from what has helped you here? Jeff Cleaver has two long touchdown runs. See what they go with here.
Perozic will go in the shotgun, has Cleaver to his left. Bit of a hard count that time from Perozic. Handoff goes to the right side for Cleaver. He'll be met right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard that time.
Jeff Cleaver met by multiple Falcons out there. 1-11, I believe.
They're going to give him a gain of 1 on the play. Cleaver running up the right side. Unable to get past his blocks, but got a yard, got a positive play. That's all that matters in that instance.
Also keeps the clock moving. Perozic takes the snap, hands off. They'll try left side this time. Cleaver taking a man with him, just dragging Daniel Vukai along for the ride. Looks like he'll get a gain of 4 on that run.
Cleaver looked to be bottled up in the backfield by his own team, but then it was just a little push of war there. And Cleaver's able to get down to the 45-yard line.
It'll be 3rd down and 4. Right at the 45-yard line. Direct snap to McGarry. And he'll get wrapped up, but not before he gets the 50-yard line for a first down.
With the run crossing onto the past midfield. Chieftains first down with the ball at the 49 now.
Isaiah McGarry, direct snap. Just able to get enough, keep this drive going.
They give him an extra yard into Falcon territory at the 49. He'll do it again, take the snap, head straight up the middle. It looks like he'll get down for a gain of about 6.
We saw last time with number 2, passing his way up the middle, Isaiah McGarry for a great gain. Second and about 4 now.
Looks like the rain has picked up just a tick. 2 minutes to play in the half. Quickly take the snap is McGarry. Makes a man miss along the side. And he stepped out of bounds. A big late hit put on by Owen Madison. A big time error from number 11. Stepped out of bounds around the 29-yard line.
Personal foul, White. First down.
You'll see it right here.
Late hit or a high hit. Take your pick there. They're going to spot this at the 15-yard line.
Chieftains will have it 1st and 10 from there. So it was a good run from McGarry to begin with, but tack on the penalty yardage along with it. Minute 52 to go in the first half. Cleaver will take the snap. Up the middle he goes across the 12-yard line.
Jeff Cleaver this time on the direct snap. That's the 3rd direct snap play in a row that we've seen from the Chieftains here. And clock is ticking. We're about 90 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Brings up 2nd down and 6. They'll stick with it. Cleaver bobbled the snap. He'll fall on it. Looks like they'll be back outside the 15-yard line to about the 16.
Dangerous play there. See what the Chieftains are going to do here. Clock continues to roll. They have 3 timeouts.
And into that last minute of play here in the first half now.
They'll make their way to the line with 47 seconds and counting in this first half. Perozic back in at quarterback. He scrimmages from the shotgun alone. Pick the ball up at his feet. He'll throw end zone. Has a man Gwilly, and it's intercepted. Back corner of the end zone by Owen Madison.
Madison making up for that personal foul along the sidelines. Perozic throws it into double coverage.
Madison just extending out over Gwilly that time. 31.6 seconds to go in the half.
And with that interception, we'll change positions.
Off of a low snap there. Again, the rain really playing with this on both sides.
Looks like Johnson will line up under center and just take a kneel down. They won't have to snap the ball again if they choose not to. And it looks like they will just make their way to the locker rooms. 22-14. But hold everything. Looks like Coach Maruli will call a timeout. Stop the clock with 20 seconds even in this half.
Timeout. 26. Utica.
Very, very interesting call from Matt Maruli. First of all, choosing not to use his timeout on offense, but he'll choose to use it on defense in the victory formation. As we've seen, the snap has not always been clean here for the Falcons.
So because of the kneel down, looks like a loss of 1 on that play would make it 2nd down and about 11. They put 6 seconds back up on the clock, so there's 26 seconds to go in the half. Chieftains do have 2 timeouts left, so we'll see how Coach Maruli wants to play out these final seconds. Farmington was making their way to the locker rooms when he called that first timeout. Handoff goes middle, makes a couple men miss, slips a tackle, gets over the 20 down to the 22-yard line. And it looks like he will use another timeout. 18.8 seconds to go.
Utica.
Head away down to the 23-yard line.
And it looks like Coach Maruli looking to force Farmington to maybe punt this football back. And quickly taking a glance over at the scoreboard here at Swinehart Field, the trivia question displayed on the board, the answer, the older brother of both Numini and Mati Gwilly, Kumanu Gwilly, who I actually went to school with here at Utica back in the day. In fact, graduated the same graduating class. 18.8 seconds to go in the half. Farmington leads at 22-14. 3rd down and 7. They'll turn handoff to the 25-yard line, still on his feet at the 30. He has the first down and more, tripped up at the 40.
Cameron Petaway with a great run for the Falcons.
That's the dangerous aspect here of calling these timeouts. Another big gain from Cameron Petaway, but that is going to do it for the first half now.
So the Chieftains using a pair of timeouts, but the end result's still the same. We go to the half with the Farmington Falcons leading at 22-14. We'll step aside for the halftime festivities here from Swinehart Field on Shelby TV.
Session stands are open. Stick around first and foremost.
And the pizza pie!
We would like to thank Esplendido Mexican Cuisine for their 20-year sponsorship of both Utica and Eisenhower football coverage. It's that great taste that helps keep a great Shelby Township tradition going.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
What's up? Put them legs up. Wanna be changed up. Bigger stars, so bounce to the beat. Better attack them all games in the heat. Southside ready to get loose. Coming through. Pump your fist and just raise the roof.
Great job, ladies. Your Utica High School varsity dance team.
Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted the best, you got the best. Welcome to the field, the 90-member strong Utica High School Chieftain Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Brett Bays and is assisted by Matt Wisnicki. Drumline instructors Evan Danielson, Brendan Smith, and Jackie Wilson, along with the color guard instructors Lauren Hickman and Olivia Pinto. The band is under the field direction of senior drum majors Chloe Fascio and Maya Suggs, and junior drum majors Jalen Kazmarzik and Sean Mandello. The color guard captains are senior Lauren Garwood and junior Allison Tuttle. Drum majors, is your band ready? The Marching Chieftains start their show in the year 1976. This song by the rock band Kiss was originally released as the B-side of Detroit Rock City, but this song became their biggest commercial hit in the United States. Listen for solos from junior Alex Yang and trumpet and freshman Nathan Siegert on alto saxophone, as well as a color guard spotlight by juniors Allison Tuttle and Olivia Laurent. Drum major Chloe Fascio conducts the Marching Chieftains as they open their show with Beth. The Chieftains shift to the glam rock metal era of the 1980s as they pay tribute to one of the most influential bands of the time. Poison's second studio album, Open Up and Say Ah, contains the band's most widely recognized hits and solidified the group's status as hair metal's top party band. Drum major Maya Suggs leads the band as they feature the Chieftain drumline in the 1988 classic, Nothing But a Good Time. Tonight we honor our seniors. Marching band is a community. More than that, band is described by many students as their second family. Students grow as musicians, individuals, and leaders all throughout their years of education. This year we recognize 15 seniors in the marching band, all of whom have devoted countless hours of their time to being the best there is and challenging themselves every day. Every band member is an essential part of this family. Tonight we honor them and recognize they embody the true essence of what it means to be a band kid. As you look out in the field, they're identified easily by their orange bandanas. Seniors, please join the front line as you hear your name. Alex Boucher, section leader, alto saxophone. Eddie Caterino, section leader, clarinet. Nikki Chen, section leader, flute. Christopher Cole, trombone. Chloe Fasho, senior drum major. Lauren Garwood, section leader, color guard. Matthew Harden, section leader, drumline. Alex Maloyan, section leader, drumline. Madison Mole, clarinet. Willie Otto, section leader, piccolo and flute. Sydney Rowland, trombone. Maya Suggs, senior drum major. Annie Cordesillo, color guard. Mackenzie Waterhouse, flute. Savannah Wright, section leader, front line. Seniors, thank you for your time and dedication to marching band over the years. We wish you nothing less than the best. Since the marching band doesn't do encores, we're going to wrap up this set by performing one of the most iconic songs from the group Kansas. This 1976 hit almost didn't make it onto the album. This last-minute addition to the Leftoverture album surprised the band when it shot up the charts after its release. The Chieftains closed the show by featuring junior Alex Yang and freshman Cassidy Smiley on the trumpet, senior drum major Maya Suggs on the trombone, and junior Ashley Matthews on tenor saxophone as they perform Carry On, Wayward Son. family, friends, and fans, your 2023 Utica High School Chieftain Marching Bands. Congratulations to the soon-to-be class of 2024.
And football fans, please note the video on the scoreboard. Unfortunately, we don't have the audio side of the equation. It's not in my possession. I wish I could help.
And welcome back into Swinehart Field. Just about set to wrap things up for halftime. Farmington leading 22-14 over the Chieftains as we take a look back at that first half of play.
Falcons able to get on the board first, but the Chieftains, Jeffrey Cleaver on the ground. He's already got 139 yards and 2 touchdowns in that first half. Not to be outdone, Cameron Petaway, 16 rushes for 123 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. But as you saw there, a pitch back to Petaway, and he's able to score a passing touchdown, 62 yards. So 2 rushing and 1 passing from Cameron Petaway of the Falcons. Again, Jeffrey Cleaver, 2 touchdowns, 2 long touchdowns, 56 and 79 yards. And just before the half, it looked like the Chieftains were able to drive down the field, ending in a interception. There's Petaway again with a 3rd touchdown all-purpose, and there's that interception from Tyler Perozig.
Well, he's Chris Wright. I'm Stephen McDonald. Fans have really filled in from the start of the game as the rain continues to be a factor here this evening. As we mentioned back in the first half, Chris, kind of subsided for a little bit before kickoff, but then once kickoff got underway, it's been a steady pace since then. But fans, as I mentioned, have really filled in well here underneath us in the press box.
Not only the fans braving the weather, we want to give a big thanks to our Shelby TV crew out there, just taking the rain, making sure that you guys warm at home can enjoy this game wherever you are around the world on YouTube.com.
Yeah, I always like to say, always appreciate them making us look and sound good each and every week. Just moments away from the second half kickoff. It should be the Falcons receiving the second half kick. They lead at 22-14. Chris, never trailed in that first half either.
No, definitely, and there was a lot of miscues there, especially on the kickoff. Falcons have been using a backup kicker for the kickoffs because they have not tried a field goal. They haven't tried a point after attempt. They've gone for 2 on every touchdown play, but it has led to a turnover on the kick, kicking it a little bit deep, but this rain has really affected both sides.
Yeah, we saw a couple kickers in that first half for the Falcons. First, it was Jeremiah Cobb doing the kicking duties, then Jeremiah Axe. Looks like he's the backup quarterback on this Falcons roster. He did a kickoff as well in that first 24 minutes of play.
As you can see, the spirit of Christmas has come to Swinehart Field, the student section, and the cheerleaders dress up as if it were Christmas Day.
Halftime festivities have wrapped up. Both teams finishing up their warm-up stretches. Falcons return team has made its way out. Chieftains send their kicking unit out after a few words from their head coach, Matt Maruli. Falcons came in tonight 2-6 on the year. Chieftains 3-5. This is a big game at home for them in terms of hopefully making it into the playoff picture this Sunday. Maltese, the run up, the kick is away. He'll squib it up the middle. Picked up around the 42-yard line by the Falcons. He'll turn, get north and south across the 50 to about the 45-yard line. Call it the 43 into Chieftain territory.
Tried to give the Falcons a taste of their own medicine there. Almost backfired a little bit there, down to the 43-yard line. Short field for the Falcons.
Chieftains had a couple short fields back in the first half. Falcons get one of their own to start the second half. Ball at the 43-yard line. Johnson under center. He'll hand off to Petaway. Across the 40 down to about the 36-yard line on the run.
And play moving forward for about 8 yards. The number 7 for the Chieftains.
Not going away from what works. Cameron Petaway, a good run up the middle there. Again, the Falcons really like burning this clock, taking their time, getting to the line, taking their time snapping the ball, taking off as much time as they can.
Couple receivers bunched to the bottom of the formation. They'll hand it off the other way to Petaway, dragging a man with him. Gets a couple there on the run, dragging Kyle Jacob along with him.
He won't get the first down. He's going to be a yard short here. Petaway able to make the cut back up the middle, but is met right there by the linebackers.
They'll need just a yard on third down. Ball's at the 34-yard line for the Chieftains. Just about 90 seconds into this second half. Bring a man in motion, they'll just turn handoff to Petaway. He's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage and slammed down by Jokai. But looks like they'll give him forward progress right at the line to gain at the 33. That'll just be enough for the first down. Check that, they're saying that he came up about a foot short.
Jokai able to meet him in the backfield. Petaway just able to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe get a couple inches further. It is fourth down and inches here.
Yeah, it looks like nothing more than the length of the football. Again, have to get it to the 33. Looks like it's about the 33 and a half right now. Johnson will go under center, bring the man in motion again. He'll just push forward, and a flag pops out right at the snap. Looks like the call was offside.
Encroachment. Utica. First down.
Not what you wanted if you were the Chieftains there.
Taking a look at that replay, looked like McGarry trying to come off the top of the formation, right off the edge, just didn't time it quite right. First and 10 from the 28. Handoff to Petaway, slips a tackle in the backfield, and he'll get right around the first down line to gain. Looks like comes up a yard short as he's inside the 20-yard line down to the 19. Tough to tell who that was. The Chieftain in the backfield had a shot at Petaway.
They're going to say he's going to come up about a yard short, maybe the length of the football.
Already 3 minutes into the second half. Johnson will turn, handoff again to Petaway, left side, stays in bounds, puts his shoulder down as he gets to the 10-yard line.
Rain continues to pick up. Definitely getting a downpour here at Swinehart.
Take another look at the run. Landon Drew, the last man there for the Chieftains, able to drive him out. As you see, they just went shoulder to shoulder that time. And this looks like the hardest we've seen the rain coming down here tonight. Johnson will go under center, handoff. Gets back to the 10-yard line, pushes his way forward to around the 8.
Something that we've seen a lot here at Swinehart Field. Good running backs able to just fall forward and just almost automatically get 3 or 4 yards. That's what Cameron Petaway's been able to do here tonight.
And with a few snap issues back in the first half with Johnson in the shotgun, they've elected to just put him under center, make those snap issues a little more mitigated. Second down and 6. Handoff goes Petaway again, up the middle, he goes to the goal line, and in for the touchdown.
Another touchdown, that is his 3rd touchdown on the ground for Cameron Petaway. just running up the middle, is able to find some space. And the Falcons able to burn about 4 minutes there on the first drive of the second half.
Drive officially goes 3 minutes and 58 seconds. As has been the case all night long, they will line up to go for 2. Looks like the backup, Jeremiah Axe, under center. He'll flip it, and they'll throw back for Axe, trying to get to the corner, and he's brought down right at the goal line, and he's in for 2.
Another pitch and a pass from Cameron Payton, this time on the 2-point conversion. As you said, Jeremiah Axe, the senior, able to get a 2-point play on this last game of the year for the Falcons.
(30-14) our score, and here tonight it's been all Cameron Petaway, accounting for every one of their scores. And again, as we pointed out just a moment ago, that drive by Farmington chewing up 3 minutes and 58 seconds off the clock. Chieftains will get the ball for the first time here in the second half. They're trailing now by a couple scores.
And Jeremiah Axe right back on the field to kick this ball away.
He will kick it away, lands about the 22-yard line on one hop for the Chieftains. Leveled at the 35. Looks like that's Jake Barg.
Jake Barg.
Almost I think it might be the worst starting field position for the Chieftains tonight. 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, their first possession of the game was around the Farmington 48. Believe it was their second or third possession was their own 44. They'll have it at their 35 on this possession, 1st and 10 there. Perozic, simple handoff to the running back Cleaver, shakes a couple tackles, but he won't slip that one. Brought down for a short loss by Owen Madison.
Just Cleaver, again, trying to find the big play, unable to break enough tackles. Just one shoelace tackle, and he's down on a loss of 1.
Clock will roll at 7:15. Chieftains come to the line, trailing by 16. Perozic in the shotgun has a receiver split to either side of the formation as he motions Lancey. Play action, he'll throw it deep. McGarry got a step, but overthrows Isaiah McGarry that time.
Perozic's pass a little bit long. Number 2, Isaiah McGarry down deep.
Isaiah McGarry, as you said, had a step on the play. Perozic just put a little bit too much power on that one. Brings up a 3rd down and 11.
Also looked like McGarry kind of broke inside a bit on that deep route. The throw came to the outside a little more so. Chieftain offense needs the 45-yard line for a 1st down. Perozic has Cleaver to his left. He'll motion him. Swing it underneath to Newman Iguili. Goes untouched all the way to the 1st down line at the 45. Gets to the 50 and down to the 48-yard line in Farmington territory.
Great game for the Chieftains.
Definitely a needed play from the Chieftains. Perozic, it looked like it was going to Cleaver. A great play call there. Newman Iguili over the middle, and he's able to get a big 1st down.
Was finally pulled down by James Marshall. Looked like Gwilly at the end of that play came up holding his wrist. Looks to be okay. He'll stay in the game as they send 3 receivers to the top of the formation. They'll switch Cleaver from the left to the right of Perozic. Flag comes down as the completion goes to Gwilly. He'll be spun into the backfield and then gang tackled there. Forward progress gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but again, that flag came in top of the screen. That'll be a legal motion on the Chieftains.
It definitely looked like the wide receivers didn't know who was supposed to be on the line of scrimmage and who was not.
Legal shift on black.
As you see at the top of your screen there, Newman Gwilly and I believe Isaiah McGarry were trying to figure out who was supposed to be at what spot.
And that's one where if you're Perozic, you have to do a quick check, make sure everybody's set before you snap that football. First down and 15 after the penalty backs them up to the Chieftain 47-yard line. He'll just swing it out quickly to Gwilly, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, then slips and falls there. So they'll get a couple back after the penalty for an illegal shift. Second down and 11.
They were able to get back to the original line of scrimmage on that play.
They'll need the 38-yard line in Farmington territory. They're in Falcons territory now at the 48. Perozic looking left. He'll throw into the slot complete. Has Conley for the first down yardage. He'll be brought down at the 36-yard line.
Another big pass play from Perozic. Able to stand in the pocket, just throwing right down the left side. Zachary Connolly with a big catch.
And an excellent throw considering the conditions out there from Perozic. He'll line up at wideout. Cleaver will take the direct snap. Cuts it upfield at the 35, gets to about the 31-yard line.
Another big run from Cleaver of about 5 yards on that carry. Down to the 30.
4:15 to go in the third quarter. Chieftains down a couple scores, but they're on the move. Cleaver, direct snap again. Pushing his way for that first down line. Looks like he'll be about a yard short. Needed the 26-yard line. They'll give him the 27.
Cleaver on the direct snap. Looked like a missed block there from Nick Goyage. They're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, looked like the initial spot was about a yard short. They do give him right at the 26. That's where he needed to go. They'll put Cleaver back in the shotgun. Perozic still to the top of the formation. Cleaver will go left side this time, tries to hit the edge, and he'll be dragged down out of bounds by James Marshall.
Looks like it's only a gain of 2 on that play. Again, direct snap to Cleaver right into the gut.
Clock continues to roll on this third quarter. Second down and 8. This time they'll send Isaiah McGarry into the shotgun. He'll drop the snap, pick it up. Has a couple blockers in front of him, but he'll be pulled down in the backfield for a loss. Looks like a loss of about 5 that time after the fumbled snap.
Pushing him back to the 31-yard line. Again, the rain really affecting here. I mean, that's got to be half a dozen botched snaps that we've seen from both these teams today.
Second down and 15 inside of 2.5 to go in the quarter. They'll need the 16-yard line for a first down. Bring Perozic back into the shotgun. He'll go empty with 3 receivers to the bottom. Take the snap, look that way, throws underneath. Looked like it slipped out of his hands and falls incomplete.
Looks like he was intending it for Zachary Connolly. Brings up fourth down. You're kind of in no man's land here. As you see the replay, just a pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. Almost intercepted.
From the 31-yard line, offense, at least for the moment, staying out there, taking a long look in to the sideline for the play. On the incompletion, the clock stops showing 2:01. Again, they need the 16-yard line for a first down. Perozic looking far side of the field. It's caught right at the 15-yard line and out of bounds around the 13. Big time first down on fourth down and 15.
A great route ran by Isaiah McGarry, just running right to the sticks, and he's able to get some space there from the linebacker, number 40, Darius Alexander, on the coverage.
First down from the 14. Perozic with Cleaver to his right. He'll hand off, not a lot of running room, maybe gets a yard there to about the 13.
Jeff Cleaver brought down by Falcons number 5 and number 90, Mikey Woods number 5.
And again, that rain just so consistent throughout this ball game as Cleaver got 1 on the run.
So you see what's a little water when it's already raining. Some future Chieftain players.
Final minute of play in the third quarter. They'll motion a man across the formation. Handoff goes Cleaver. He'll try left side, cuts it up the field, gets to the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. Inside of 45 seconds, wonder if the Chieftains will have to snap it one more time this quarter, if they can let this run all the way down.
Cleaver hurdling a lineman there, his own lineman. Able to get it down to the 7-yard line, third down and 3.
Cleaver, one of those guys, he'll go through you, over you, under you, and around you. He'll take the direct snap, straight up the middle with it. Pushes forward, maybe a couple there on third down. Final 10 seconds will run down, and that will send us to the fourth quarter from Swinehart Field. Chieftains trailing 30-14, but they're on the move.
Well, while we have a second, we should give a special shout out to Esplenditos. Another great meal provided to us today. Pizza, chips and salsa. Again, a little spicy for myself, but it was enjoyed by the crew as well. Give them a call, 586-739-1070. Delicious pizza, delicious Mexican cuisine. Just good overall.
And an even bigger shout out to them on this particular game, because the game being pushed up an hour sooner than what it usually is, a 6 p.m. kickoff here tonight. Typically it's about a 7 o'clock kickoff, so appreciate them with a little bit of expedited delivery tonight.
Big fourth down coming up for the Chieftains to start this fourth quarter.
Picked up a 4th and about 15 earlier this drive. They'll be faced with a 4th down and just 2 this time. Ball's at the 6-yard line as we begin the fourth and final quarter of play. Chieftains trail at 30-14. Looks like they'll need the 4-yard line for a first down. They'll quick pitch it to Cleaver. He'll slip at the 6. Did he get to the 4-yard line? He'll get all the way down to the 1-yard line as he slipped but managed to stay upright. As you take another look at it here, just right there, yeah, what an excellent run. And Chris, you say it all the time, just one of those guys that he can always fall forward for a couple of yards, able to do so in a big spot there. They'll send him into the shotgun, picked up the snap at his shoe tops, charging ahead. He'll get back to the 1-yard line, but that's all.
Cleaver just trying to find the space, trying to find the hole to get into the end zone. A low snap again, and as you saw, there's some puddling happening here at Swinehart Field. Got a lot of splashing around here on the turf, but it's second down and goal from the 2 now.
So they'll call it a loss of 1 on the run from Cleaver. This time it'll be McGarry direct snap. Up the middle he goes, pushing his way through some blockers. Waiting for the official word. Chieftains think they're in, and there it is. Touchdown, Chieftains. 2-yard run from Isaiah McGarry.
Well, if Jeff Cleaver's not able to do it, Isaiah McGarry is able to do it. One senior to another. This time it's Isaiah McGarry getting that 2-yard carry for the touchdown. Chieftains going to have to go for 2 here to keep it, to get into a 1-possession game.
Perozic will check the sideline for the play as Cleaver comes back into the ball game. Looks like he'll line up in the Wildcat position once again. Perozic will head out to the top of your screen. We're 57 seconds into this 4th quarter. Chieftains, as you said, Chris, trying to make it a 1-score game. Cleaver fumbles the snap, and he's brought down all the way back around the 13-yard line. The 2-point conversion is no good, and that's a big-time stop by the Falcons defense.
Another missed snap there. Jeff Cleaver it hit him right in the stomach, but it bounces out. Had to recover that ball. Unable to get anything after that. It's still a 10-point game, still 2 possessions. And as we've said before, the Falcons like to kill the clock as much as they can, just methodically drive down. You gotta get a stop. You gotta try to stop the rushing game at all costs. Keep Cameron Petaway in the backfield. Keep him from slipping out.
Again, not even a minute in officially to this 4th quarter, so plenty of time still remaining, but that 2-point conversion, you feel a big play in this game. Both teams with all 3 of their timeouts still to play with. The kick is away from Maltese on one hop into the end zone for a touchback.
Falcons going to take over from the 20-yard line.
And as we said after that last drive by Farmington, it's basically just been Cameron Petaway's world here tonight, accounting for all 4 of their touchdowns so far.
Now, last time you called his name, Isaiah McGarry ended up with an interception. Let's see what he does here on this drive, see if he's able to create some chaos.
Straight up the gut goes Petaway, slips a couple tackles, he'll get the first down, and a yard or 2 more. Player down for the Chieftains. Looks like they say Nick Jokai on the stop. He's the man down at the 30-yard line.
Petaway just running up the middle there.
Yeah, looks like Jokai on the tackle just gets stepped on his way down to the ground. Was able to pull down the running back Cameron Petaway, but of course paying the price for it. Spotting the ball at the 32-yard line. While they attend to Jokai on the field, I'd like to remind you that the broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and Shelby TV. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and Shelby TV.
Nick Jokai, one of the seniors on this team. Again, it is senior night here at Swinehart for the Chieftains. Not only for the football team, but the cheerleaders, the band, the dance team, even the parents. Could be the last time that they see their child out there on this field. It's always a great community event here at Swinehart Field.
Jokai does make his way off the field with minimal help. Ready for play once more. Clock will run on the whistle.
Against the Falcons, Julian Johnson taking his time.
Johnson motioned a man across, but we'll get a whistle and a false start against the offense before the snap.
False start, White, first down.
Definitely looked like they tried a hard count there, and that caused that false start on the offensive line.
Backs it up to a 1st and 15 situation, brings it back to the 27-yard line.
Well, if it weren't the rain, it's the wind out there. Because you can't just have one weather event, you have to have two.
Yeah, that Michigan weather likes to keep you on your toes for sure. Bring the man in motion across. Johnson turns, hands off. Not much going on. Maybe gets 2 or 3 on that run.
Cameron Petaway met in the backfield, this time unable to break the tackle. Again, but even being hit in the backfield, he's able to gain 3 yards on that play.
Second down and 12, inside 10 to go in the ball game. Both teams still with all 3 of their timeouts. Of course, that's probably more prominent to the Chieftains at the moment. Johnson under center again. He'll bring Nick Smith in tight to the formation.
It's like we're going to get a timeout called.
Timeout, Farmington.
Timeout, the first of the half for Farmington. And it didn't look like, looking across the field, their coaching staff too happy about having to use that timeout. Of course, that does benefit the Chieftains in this situation. You're behind the chains, 2nd and 12, and also stops the clock with 9:33 to go in the game.
Again, you see some sparse Farmington fans braving the rain and the wind.
Yeah, I wonder how it is across the way underneath those tents that we see popped up over there. Has to at least be a decent viewing from over there.
The thing I would be concerned about is now you got to take that down, you got to carry that all the way back to your car, pouring rain.
Out of the timeout, Johnson turns, pitches it to Petaway. McGarry fighting off a block and makes the tackle deep in the backfield. My goodness. Fighting off the block with one hand, brings down Petaway with the other. Looks like he had some help from Gabe Griffith there, number 47 for the Chieftains. But how about the effort from number 2 in black, Isaiah McGarry?
Again, if the Chieftains are going to come back, it's going to be because of Isaiah McGarry. He needs to be playing well. He needs to make big plays just like he made right there.
Loss of 5 on the play brings up 3rd down and 17 all the way back at the 25-yard line. They need the 42-yard line for a first down. Play action, roll him out to the far side, pass off the hands and incomplete of Jaden Van, and that'll bring up a 4th down and long.
Well, we haven't seen the Falcons make a proper kick in this game. Again, just looking downfield, off the hands of Jaden Van. Even if he made that catch, he probably would have been short of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, if memory serves, this might be the first punt of the game by Farmington. We saw one back in the first half from the Chieftains. It was Perozic that booted it away, put them all the way back inside the 5. They'll keep the offense out on the field. Johnson takes the snap. He'll kick this ball away towards the far side. On one hop, it goes out of bounds around the 40, looks like the 41.5-yard line.
And Julian Johnson, the punter, gets a nice kickoff for the Falcons. And it looks like the ball's going to be marked around the 39-yard line where the Chieftains now take over.
Very important drive here for the Chieftains. You need to get points here, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown. You're down 10, 8:35 to go in the 4th quarter.
Looks like they backed it up a few yards to around the 39-yard line. Initial spot looked like it was about the 41, so not a huge difference in the spot. But with 8:35 to go in the game, all 3 timeouts for the Chieftains. They come to the line about 61 yards out from a score. Perozic pulls it back on the play fake, throws it short to Gwilly. He's popped at the 39, and he'll be pulled out at the 41-yard line, so he gets those 2 yards back from where that ball was originally spotted. Mikey Woods in on the stop for the Falcons.
A great catch, just great concentration from Gwilly there, bouncing one-handed. And not only that, he's able to stay up off of a big hit from number 5, Mikey Woods.
It is a gain of 2 on 1st down. Clock will roll inside of 8 minutes to go. Perozic, a couple receivers to the top of the formation, has Cleaver to his left. He'll turn, hand it off. Gets to about the 44-yard line before he's pulled down. Player down for the Falcons, right where that tackle was made at the 43-yard line. Clock will stop with 7:36 to go in the game.
Looks like it's Daniel Vukaj, junior linebacker.
Looks like they'll check on his left leg, just kind of stretch it out.
7:36 to go. Again, Chieftains down 20. To 30, excuse me. Not down 20.
And it was on their last touchdown drive, that failed 2-point conversion, a big difference in this ball game right now. It was Isaiah McGarry, a 2-yard touchdown run up the middle, but then the snap was bobbled by Jeff Cleaver on the 2-point try, and he was brought down about the 13-yard line. That is where our score holds at 30-20. Out of the timeout for the injury, the clock will continue to run. Perozic gathered the snap, handed off up the middle, across the 50 to the 45 goes Jeff Cleaver. Big run from number 3, but this is a big moment for the Chieftains. He is down on the field.
Cleaver up the middle. See if we can see anything that happened on this play.
He is still down at the 45-yard line in Falcon territory. That's where the ball will be spotted. Doesn't look like maybe much more than a cramp, same as Vukai the play before, just stretching out that left leg.
Let's see this play again. Cleaver just running up the middle. Doesn't look like anything strange happened on that play. Just holding his calf.
Yeah, it's cold. It's definitely wet. We talked about the sort of puddling that's going on around the field here at Swinehart Field. As Cleaver able to make his way to his feet, he'll slowly make his way off. Doesn't look like he'll need help. So yeah, between it being about 54 degrees out there with some rain, definitely seeing some cramping going on late in this one.
If you're Jeff Cleaver, that is not something that you want to have happen. Again, as a senior, your final game here at Swinehart.
That'll bring Mati Gwilly into the ball game at running back. They'll throw it underneath to Numini Gwilly. Makes a man miss in the backfield. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage at the 45. Ball came out as the whistle sounded on the play.
Wrapped up pretty quickly by multiple Falcons out there. There's no gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Willie just catches it out of the backfield. Almost lucky just to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Clock will continue to run, approaching 6.5 to go. Chieftains still with all 3 of their timeouts to work with. 2nd down and 10.
Trying to keep an eye on Jeff Cleaver as he seems to try to be stretching out his leg here.
Perozic looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket, still has time. Eyes downfield, he'll finally let it go. And off the chest and incomplete of Numini Gwilly.
Number 4.
Perozic held onto that ball as long as he possibly could. Finally let it go in the direction of Gwilly.
Dangerous pass there from Perozic. Not only was Gwilly covered, but he seemed to be very close to that 45-yard line of scrimmage. Great play by Mikey Woods there.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 from the 45. 35-yard line, of course, is where the Chieftains are trying to get to. Perozic pulls it back. He'll throw it underneath, complete to Barge. He's across the 1st down line to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Still dragging guys with him all the way down to the 16-yard line. Big play on a slant pass to Jake Barg.
Right when you need it, Perozic's able to make a play. Big pass over the middle. Big catch and run from Barg.
All of a sudden, the Chieftains in business at the 17-yard line. Clock will roll on the spotted ball. Mati Gwilly still the running back. They'll slip it underneath on that same play from a moment ago to Numini Gwilly as he gets a couple there on the underneath throw. Looks like a gain of about 5 that time.
Another one-handed catch. The bright green gloves of Numini Gwilly.
And that just shows you the hands that Numini Gwilly possesses. Again, it's very rainy here this evening. That ball has to be soaking wet, but just an excellent job by Perozic, able to get him that football and able to hang on to it on the other end by Gwilly. Especially doing so with that one hand. He's done twice now on this drive as Cleaver comes back into the ball game. He'll spell Mati Gwilly. Right away, they hand it off to him. He'll get across the 10 to about the 9-yard line and gets pushed back there.
Jeff Cleaver, number 3, brought down number 2 and 11 out there for the Falcons.
Good to see the senior back out there trying to make plays, just to hand it off up the middle. It's going to be 3rd down from the 9-yard line. 3rd down and 2.
Approaching 4.5 to go in the game. Perozic in the shotgun, picks that ball up at his shoe tops, hands off Cleaver inside the 5, diving for the goal line, touchdown, Chieftains! He gets into the end zone from 9 yards out, but that calf still affecting Jeff Cleaver. 30-26. He'll stay down as Coach Maruli and the training staff will come out to check on him one more time.
Definitely
4:28 to go in the game.
Taking another look at this, Jeff Cleaver just running up. And you can definitely see it tighten up, favor that right leg.
Just excellent determination from the senior, 9-yard score.
Take a look at the touchdown run again. Just following the blocks, hurdling defenders.
That was Mark White, number 30, tried to lunge after him in the hole, just couldn't bring him down as they bring Cleaver to his feet. Chieftains will kick the extra point to bring it to a 3-point game if they're successful. Perozic will hold, Vincenzo Maltese to kick. Kick is up, and it's good. The kick from Vincenzo Maltese is through after the 9-yard score from Jeff Cleaver, and it's 30-27. Falcons in front, but the Chieftains are right behind.
Two unanswered scores for the Chieftains here. Take another look at the touchdown run from Jeff Cleaver. Cleaver, 21 rushes, 189 yards, 3 touchdowns today. Really carrying this team on his back.
Back at the start of this fourth quarter, it was the 2-yard run from Isaiah McGarry that made it 30-20. Chieftains tried to go for 2 to make it a 1-score game, but the snap was fumbled by Jeff Cleaver. 2-point try was no good. Cleaver makes good on it on this drive with the 9-yard score. And now 4:28 to go in the football game. All 3 timeouts for the Utica Chieftains. On the other side, Farmington has 2 left.
Farmington thinks that this is going to be an onside kick here. Definitely some space between the 40 and the 20.
They have 1 man back as they do chip this up the sideline on one hop in the direction of Newman Gwilly. Couldn't come away with it. It's still free, and the Chieftains fall on it at the 20-yard line. There goes that man again, Isaiah McGarry.
What a play call from the Chieftains. Isaiah McGarry with the recovery, but let's not forget Gwilly with a beautiful block down at the bottom. The bottom of your screen there, just keeping the ball in play. And Isaiah McGarry pushing over Mikey Woods.
What a sequence of events. The 9-yard score from Jeff Cleaver. And then, as you said, Chris, Newman Gwilly very alertly with that neon green glove just swats the ball back in the field of play for his fellow senior Isaiah McGarry. Chieftains have it at the 20-yard line. They'll run Monty Gwilly straight up the middle, and he'll get all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Looks like they mark it. Needed the 9-yard line for a first down.
When Jeff Cleaver is out, it is Monty Gwilly's time. Carry of 8 yards there, 2nd down and 2 coming up. And now the Falcons are the ones who are concerned about this clock.
They'll come to the line, 2nd down and 2. They put the ball back to the 11-yard line. Monty Gwilly takes the handoff. He'll fall forward across the 10 to about the 9.5-yard line. Looks like he's just short.
They're going to say down at the 10, 3rd and 1 now. But with all that discussion, clock continues to roll.
These two teams have met only one other time, Chris. That was a year ago in the final week of the regular season. 35-28, the Chieftains pulled that game out on the road. Looks like we're setting up for another fantastic finish as McGarry takes the direct snap. He'll get across the 9-yard line down to about the 6-yard line, and that'll be another Chieftain first down. Inside of 3 minutes to play, clock stops at 2:59. And it quickly begins rolling once again, but the Chieftains no longer in such a hurry as they were before. It'll be Perozic split out, top of the formation just off your screen as McGarry takes the snap inside the 5. Touchdown, Chieftains! 7-yard run from Isaiah McGarry.
Isaiah McGarry untouched, almost looked intentional on that one. Able to get into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. And the Chieftain fans are going wild. The Tribe here at Swinehart Field.
The first lead of the night for the Utica Chieftains comes with 2:37 to go in the ball game. Perozic set to hold, Vincenzo Maltese to kick. Snap's good, holds good, kick is up. And the kick is good. 34-30. Chieftains out in front for the first time tonight.
Again, the Christmas spirit along the Tribe here at Swinehart Field. Let's look at this touchdown run again. Isaiah McGarry just finding the hole in between Nick Lancey, just able to get into the end zone. 2:37 to go here.
And we said just before that touchdown run, 35-28 was your final score in this matchup a year ago, and is shaping up to be a very similar looking game this time around. And an excellent game it has been. Chieftains trailed by 2 scores entering the fourth quarter of play. They've had the only 2 scores of this fourth quarter, or excuse me, 3 scores.
Now, if you're the Falcons, what are you thinking? You've played this whole game, driving the ball down methodically.
Kick is away, landed right at the goal line, and a bit of a backspin into the end zone.
So far today, Julian Johnson 8 for 10 for 96 yards and an interception. Cameron Petaway has a touchdown pass. He's got 2. He's 2 for 2 on throwing. Let's see what they go with. 2:37. They got 2 timeouts to drive this ball down the field. They got to drive 80 yards. They need a touchdown.
Chieftains with 20 unanswered in this quarter, still 2:37 to go. So they've done it all in less than 10 minutes time. Handoff goes to Petaway, slips a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. He'll get across the 25 to the 26 and pulled back there by Isaiah McGarry. An excellent run on first down, but brought down inbounds to the clock. Of course, will continue to run, approaching 2 minutes to go. Still 2 timeouts for the Falcons to work with.
Petaway able to break through a couple arm tackles. It's going to be down at the 28-yard line, 2nd down and 2. Clock rolling again.
We'll see how head coach Jason Albrecht and offensive coordinator Luke Brindle decide to play this. They'll throw it near sideline, complete and out of bounds to Owen Madison.
Just enough for a first down on that one. But the clock moves. 2 timeouts remaining for the Falcons, but they seem confused in the huddle.
They'll rush up to the line, 1:30 left in the game and counting. First down from the 33. They'll go quick pitch to the right side for Petaway. It's a foot race to the far sideline, and he'll step out of bounds as he crosses the 40. Looks like they marked him at the 39.5-yard line before he stepped out.
Again, a dangerous play here from Farmington. If Petaway gets tackled inbounds, that clock would continue to run, but we are at a minute 24.
And obviously a field goal try does them no good at this point, as Johnson will look to throw short, far side, has it complete. In coverage was Monteague Willie. He's dragged down at the 50-yard line. But it looks like he was brought down in play, so should start the clock once that ball is set.
They're going to give him the 49 of Utica.
Looks like they say he did get out of bounds on that far side into Chieftain territory. Minute 15 to go as they go handoff. Petaway, he's all the way down to the 40 and stepped out of bounds there. Looks like a Chieftain player down all the way across the field along the Falcons bench.
See if we can get a number holding the right leg.
Clock stops with a minute 12 to go. It'll be 2nd down and 1 from the 40-yard line of the Chieftains.
I think the rain has let up just a little bit. I think it's slowed down just a little bit. Definitely had some pouring rain earlier in this game.
Looks like they're saying it's Nick Jokai, the player down across the field. One of the many seniors on this Chieftain team.
Again, he had looked to go off with a neck injury a couple drives ago. This one looks like a leg injury.
Looks like they have him sitting up right now, but they'll need a couple of players to come over and help him make his way off.
Unable to put any pressure on that right leg. Not the way you want your senior season to end.
And he's one of those guys, a defensive end for this Chieftain defensive line. Really one of the hearts of this defense. Really brings a lot of energy to that defensive unit. They'll be without him for the final minute 12. Second down and 1 is the situation as we get ready to get back to play. Ball at the 40-yard line. Officials whistle for ready to play. Johnson under center. He'll drop back, look to pass, throwing far side of the field, has a man, and it's incomplete. He caught it, but he was out of bounds.
Mikey Woods able to get the catch just out of bounds. He had great elevation there.
Yeah, just went up for it and hung up in the air for a while, it seemed. Excellent acrobatic catch, just needed to get his feet down in bounds, unable to do so, but still brings up 3rd down and 1.
Great defense from Landon Drew, using the sideline as an extra defender.
This time they'll just simply turn handoff. A lot of running space along that right side, all the way inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Another stoppage. Looks like this time just a timeout called on the field. It'll be the second of the half called by Farmington. Still all 3 timeouts for the Utica Chieftains inside a minute now to play.
Take a look at this play again. Petaway just has been able to really do whatever he wants on the ground here today. 206 yards and 3 touchdowns from the senior running back.
And as you saw in that last replay, looked like he got about 6-7 yards upfield before he was really even contacted by a Chieftain defender. So excellent blocking in front of number 4 that time. It'll be a first down at the 28. And with 1 timeout left, figure Farmington maybe has 3 plays left unless they can get up quickly and get on the football. 3, maybe 4 plays left. Back to it, Johnson under center. He'll go play fake, looking end zone, has a couple receivers there, and it's broken up at the last second. There's that man, Landon Drew, in coverage.
Owen Madison, the intended target there. Just throwing it up, seeing what his receiver can do.
As you take another look at it, trying to go for it all on that throw, 28 yards to the end zone. Just going up and batting that ball down was the senior defensive back. Took about 7 seconds off the clock for that play. Showing 49 seconds remaining now. Second down and 10. They'll hand it off, and he'll be dropped for a loss. Quick timeout called by the Falcons. Dominic Gandy, number 78, rips him down in the backfield for a loss of about 3 on the play. 40.8 seconds to go. And that is the final timeout for Farmington as you take another look at that play from Dominic Gandy, the junior.
Probably one of the better plays that this defense has had, stopping Petaway in the backfield.
And the key component to that was inbounds as well. That burns their final timeout. And again, field goal does you no good if you're the Falcons, so you have 40 seconds to go, 31 yards.
Chieftains bench trying to get this crowd into this game. Everyone's wet, everyone's cold, but they're ready for a victory here.
And one thing, Chris, I saw just a moment ago coming out of that timeout, Coach Maruli talking with number 18, Landon Drew. He's made a couple plays on this drive in the secondary for the Chieftains. His head coach possibly telling him to watch out for another deep ball as they'll throw this one short. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Daniel Vukai. In coverage was Isaiah McGarry, and the flag comes out right at the end of that play.
This is going to flip the game here. Let's take a look on replay. See if we can see where this penalty occurs. Looked like a bang-bang play there from Isaiah McGarry.
Pass interference called against Isaiah McGarry, as you said. Looked like he got there right at the same time the ball did. Take one more look at it. 35.8 seconds to go. Ball is at the 16-yard line, a 15-yard pass interference penalty. Johnson dropping, looking, throwing to the end zone. Incomplete. Mati Gwilly in coverage.
Pass intended for Cameron Petaway. Take a look at this on replay here. Just a wobbly ball. Petaway had to come back, but Gwilly is able to make the stop.
Looks like Petaway, at least for a moment, might have had his hands underneath that football, but Gwilly at the last second got his hand in there to knock it incomplete. 29 seconds remaining in the football game. It's 2nd down and 10 from the 16. Again, no timeouts for the Falcons the rest of the way. They'll go pitch for Petaway. He'll get to about the 10-yard line, down to maybe the 6-yard line. Gets out of bounds at the, looks like the 6-yard line, 22.
It's like the 8.
It'll be 3rd down from there. At the 8-yard line, needed the 6-yard line for a 1st down. 22.5 to go in the game. Falcons need the end zone. Chieftains looking to make one final stand. Handoff goes to Petaway. He will get the 1st down to the 5, keep it pushing. No timeouts again, the clock running, 12 seconds. They had to stop the clock for a moment for the 1st down. They'll get up and spike the ball as Johnson puts it to the turf with 8.2 to go.
8.2.
Officials will get together.
Very interesting play call from Jason Albrecht there. Running it up the middle, getting the 1st down, knowing that the clock will stop, getting the team right back on the line to spike that ball.
Yeah, it was interesting. Heard a couple of murmurs from underneath us here in the press box asking why the clock did stop. Of course, it does stop for them to spot the ball on a 1st down. 8.2 seconds to go. This could be the final play of the football game. From the 4-yard line, we'll get a timeout called by the Chieftains. That's their 1st of the half, as they've scored 20 unanswered in this 4th quarter of play, lead at 34-30. Their first lead of the football game came with about 2:37 to go.
Matt Maruli wants to get his defense, make sure that they're rested, make sure that they're set. One play is going to decide this game. 8.2 seconds left.
And we've seen a couple nice plays from the Chieftains secondary on this drive. A couple batted down plays by Landon Drew, and then one right at the goal line by Mati Gwilly as he was in coverage matched up on Cameron Petaway. Chieftains defense back out on the field, still awaiting the Falcons offense. Here they come. 8.2 to go in the game. Ball will be spotted at the 4-yard line. Here we go. Could be the final play of the football game from Swinehart Field. Johnson under center. Running back is Petaway. They'll pitch it to the right, and he'll be thrown down for a loss. The ball came out, and a flag comes in with 2.5 seconds.
This is going to make the game here.
They're going to get Numni Gwilly for throwing him down on the tackle.
Another thing, Cameron Petaway fumbled the ball backwards, and that went out of bounds to stop the clock.
The crowd underneath us very antsy as you take another look at that play.
They're going to say face masks. He did get a handful of face masks on that play. That's an automatic 1st down. Let's see where they're going to place this ball. Still 2.5 seconds to go.
Looks like they're spotting it at about the 6-yard line. So after the loss on the play and the penalty added on, it officially goes down as a net 2-yard loss after all of that. Ball was originally spotted at the 4, so now here we go. Final play of the football game, 2.5 seconds to go. And the Chieftains will use another timeout. A hectic final few seconds of this football game. (34-30). Chieftains in front. Their lone lead of the football game came into this quarter trailing 30-14.
Taking a look at some of the leaders, Jeff Cleaver, 189 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. We'll get more of that after this play.
Yeah, Cleaver, an excellent game, had a couple really long touchdown runs, one of 56 yards and the other 79 yards. We'll see if his efforts are enough for a win here tonight. Chieftains came in needing a win here tonight to keep their playoffs hope alive. Johnson looks to pass, has to get it to the end zone, stays alive, throws it, and it's incomplete. No time left on the clock, no flags down on the field, and the Chieftains come back from a 30-14 deficit in the fourth quarter, and they'll prevail 34-30, your final score.
A great comeback here in the fourth quarter. You can see the jubilation of the Chieftains, especially. It's a great win for everybody on this team, but it's great for the seniors here, their final game on Swinehart Field. Just a great time.
A heartbreaking loss on the other side for the Falcons. They played a heck of a football game here tonight. They'll finish the year with a 2-6 record overall. The Chieftains will improve their mark to 4-5, and that sets them up for a potential watch on Sunday to see if they make it in to the playoff picture in Division I. But they took care of their job here tonight, 34-30. The final score is the two teams will meet to shake hands. And of course, Jokai went down earlier in the fourth quarter with that apparent knee injury, will make his way through the line with his teammates. But again, Chieftains coming back from down 30-14 at the start of this fourth quarter will win it by a final of 34-30. So for all of us here at Shelby TV and for my broadcast partner, Chris Wright, I'm Stephen McDonald saying so long from Swinehart Field, where your final score one final time is the Chieftains 34 and the Falcons 30. This has been a presentation of Shelby TV.